Welcome back, everyone, to Matchmaking, the Dota podcast, where three buggy boys go through all the Dota heroes one by one. We look at the abilities, we look at the lore, and we look at a whole lot more. I'm Joe.
I'm Dav.
And I'm Ali.
And we are the Matchmaking podcast. Boys.
Done that bit.
Amigos.
What? Sure. Are we adding to the intro?
And tonight will be the Matchmakers.
Tonight's matchmakers are. Maybe we should introduce ourselves like that.
I would reckon
But we should get we should hire a man. We should hire the guy that does Earthshaker's voice and all the TI intros.
Oh my god, that would be
Introducing.
amazing.
Team Spirit, but we should hire him to go. This week's matchmakers are Joe Hickson,
You want to do that?
and Ali. Oh, we can cut that out. I'm not sure whether you want your full names on the
I
internet.
don't mind.
Oh shit. Maybe I'll cut it out. Maybe I'll put a beep
That's
in.
fine. We'll just censor it.
Yeah, I'll just beep
And
it.
bleep.
And bleep it. Yeah.
That could be a good bit. Maybe we should just hire him for the intro.
You can't
Yeah.
be cheap. You can't be cheap.
Yeah, but it'll be worth it. Could you imagine?
How much do you think
Could
it
you-
would cost?
could you imagine?
What would be his going rate? If we could do like a.
What's the voice actor's name? Dav, you should know.
We could
this
do a
one.
cameo.
You're the-
Well,
you're the
I-
voice
Yeah,
actor.
that's what I was just looking up.
We haven't
cameo.
got to him yet.
We haven't got him yet.
He does Pudge, he does Earthshaker, he does. I'm sure we could reach out.
What's the name?
I'll look it up quickly.
Welcome to the Matchmaking Podcast.
Imagine how epic that would
Starring Dav, Joe, and Ali. I'm becoming X
be. There we
Factor.
go. You're doing it for... Yeah, I was going to say, you're doing the Britain's Got Talent guy.
Yeah. We could get him on
Get
as
him
well.
as
We could,
well.
yeah, we could get
Yeah,
him.
we
That'd
should
be
get
pretty
different
funny.
people. We could get P-Flax. I think
This
Perry
week's
would.
star. I don't know where it's
Could get-
going.
John Patrick Lowry.
John Patrick Lowry.
I imagine he's not going to be cheap.
Probably not.
Voice actor.
I reckon he's probably got a minimum amount, but it'll be for like a whole day.
Message
of recording.
£2.
Wait, he's on Fiverr. I think.
He's
Yeah, I
on
know
he's not.
Cameo, mate.
He's on Cameo. He is.
He's on Cameo.
Is he actually on Cameo?
We can book him if we want.
Dude.
$40. $40.
Dude.
Oh,
This
he
is
seems like a
tempting.
chilled guy as well. But then there's a difference between like the friend, just like the normal cameo and commercial cameo. They normally want more.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We could just. I
Use
think it's-
Cameo for business. There we go.
Cameo for business.
Cameo for business.
I feel this could be an amazing bit. I feel maybe we should save this bit for a special occasion. Let's park this bit.
Mate, guess how much Cameo for business costs? Because you license it.
Oh
my
my
God.
god. I reckon it's a couple hundred.
Oh god, I just clicked on it. Holy
How much,
crap.
guys?
£285 for a 15-day license.
For 15 days? You're going to use it for 15 days?
90 days is 450.
What's a lifetime license for a cameo?
A perpetual license, as we call it in the biz.
Yeah.
Don't know. I think we just don't tell him.
I don't think it says it. We're not doing that.
We just don't
We've
tell
got-
him. Or we just reach out to him directly rather than, hey, mate, appreciate what you do. Cameo's fees are extortionate. Can we use your voice for a podcast?
Mate,
And
he'd
he'll be
want
like,
he'd
no
want
problem.
a few £100, I reckon.
Few £100 and a beer.
Or
I
a
reckon.
beer.
Yeah,
We'll buy him a
beer.
pint at TI. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah.
He'll
Go
be
to
there.
TI. Yeah, he will be.
He
at
does the
TI.
finals introductions. Nice he
He'll
is.
be there.
Get him on the late game show and get periods.
Yeah. We could work it.
Sneak into the after party again.
Yeah.
Anyway, this isn't the, what was his name? John.
John Patrick Lowry.
Lowry.
John
It's not his
Lowry.
episode. This episode
Not
we're
yet.
talking about Nick's Assassin. It's Nick's Day. That's why I introduced us as the Bug Boys.
Next day.
It's the next Assassin Day.
Because
A
Nick's
universal
is like
hero.
That's what we
universal.
call them. That's what we call. That's what my mum calls underwear. Nicks. Like knickers. Nicks.
Yes.
Nicks in a basket, please.
Sorry, I don't know. I've started thinking of Twix and Snickers now as well, because Nix sounds like a
Twix
third
and
kind
Nicks.
Yeah.
a Twix, a Snicks, and a Nix.
Nixes. And
Ooh.
Twixes.
What kind of chocolate bar would a Nix be?
Oh, it would be like a
It's got like a hard outer shell and like
a
caramel.
boost bar.
Like what's in a boost bar?
What do I hate? Bounty. There you go.
Yeah.
It would be a bounty.
That's a different hero, Ali.
Yeah, I know. That's a different hero. We'll get back to bounty one day.
He's a coconut in the middle.
I don't know. You'd be something like or like a toffee crisp.
Ooh, like a toffee crisp if it was like jaggy-legged and ran.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a voice line.
Nix. What is Nix? He's a crab.
Is he a
crab?
crabby
Crab-like
crustacean?
thing?
I think he's a crab. I would
Bug.
describe. He's more crab than bug. I guess because he's big, right? So
He's
I
a
guess
bug which I want to smash.
Smash what? Smash?
Because I want to hit. I
Or
want to
smush?
You want to.
smush.
Oh,
Okay,
smush.
smush.
Okay. No, okay. There's a
Same-
big difference.
There's a big.
It's not getting down on that bug.
I hate him so much.
How many legs does the Nyx have?
6.
Yeah, it looks like.
Does he
6.
have 6 spidery dicks in between the 6 spidery
Oh
legs?
yeah. Oh god, yeah. 1, 2,
At
3.
this point, I don't know what this is a reference to. Because I used to say this all the time on stream. I used to say 8 spidery pussies between 8 spidery legs from Broodmother. I don't know where this came from. I feel like it's a reference, but at this point, I'm not sure. If you know, let me know. Please, just reach out.
Gaben, if you're listening to this, and I know you are, just
Gaben.
cover your ears for that. And I'm sorry, this is going to be the last of the smut for this episode of Matchmaking. We need to just do it once, okay, Gabes?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks, Gaben.
Gabes.
Shout out to
Thanks,
Gaben.
Shout
Give
out
us
to Gaben.
deadlock keys. Pretty please. We know you listen.
What is Deadlock?
Deadlock is their new
Is
Team
their new
Fortress
game?
3, isn't it? It's Team Fortress 3.
What?
Yeah.
It's
Or Dota 3.
It's Dota 3, Team Fortress 3. It's Valorant 3.
Yeah.
They don't make hard.
Yeah.
It's like the Overwatch.
It looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
looks pretty
It's
grey.
a game of
Looks
2
very
lanes.
grey.
It's a game of 2 lanes. Yeah. Fair. Well,
If you multiply it by 2 as well, it's a game of 2 lanes multiplied by 2.
So yeah,
Well
for people that don't know, there's been screenshots leaked of Valve's new game. It's called Deadlocked. Or Deadlocked?
Deadlock.
And it's like a...
Deadlock, yeah.
It looks like a mix between a MOBA and a Valorant or a
Overwatch.
kind of game. There's lanes in the map. There's 4 lanes. Too many lanes for a game. Too many. Come mid. I mean the other mid. No, not that mid. Blue mid rather than green mid. No, I'm in the left map. No,
I'm on the
other,
left
the
mid.
hard left.
Dog. F you, dog. That's all
Oh
you
my
need
god,
to
are
know.
people going to say left and hard left and then start saying and then? Oh no.
What R
It's
and
going to
N?
be so good. It will be so funny for the communication.
It's going to be awful. It's going to be awful.
Which one? All chat, really? All chat microphone. Like breathing, heavy breathing.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to have any crab-like creatures in their new game? Are they going to?
Probably.
Do you think they're going to be as creative with the characters in this
Nah,
new game?
you're just gonna have generic, like fucking John.
I thought it was based off the Dota universe.
Really? Oh, mate, I'm
Yeah.
gonna know all about the characters then. Is lore.
Yeah, you'll know all the lore.
I have the upper hand.
Is that actually?
Apparently. That's what people have said. Because people are confused why they've gone back to the Dota theme. After their last couple of Dota-themed games have done so well.
It doesn't look a thing like Dota. It looks more like Team Fortress from the character design.
Well, exactly.
And Overwatch, like TF2.
I reckon it's going to be its own independent thing.
Anyway, this isn't about Deadlock either.
No.
No,
this is about Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin. Crab, kind of
Crab
thing.
ganker, right? What does he do, Ali?
He is a universal hero who pretty much insta-kills any carry who is by themselves, because fuck that hero.
Or any hero by
can
themselves,
just-
really.
You can just insta-kill.
Yeah, and not only that, he does get played as a core, but he gets played as a support
Yeah.
a lot.
You can run him as a 3, and then some compare him to Omni Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've always thought that. Omni Knight is like Nyx, but without the
Very
invis.
similar. Yeah, they're very similar.
Just like Doom. No, Night Stalker. What was
And
it?
Doom.
It was no, it
Night
wasn't.
Stalker is the same as Doom.
No, it wasn't that. Was it Night Stalker? I don't think it was. We haven't done Night Stalker yet. It was literally the other day. Magnus? Oh, it was Leshrac. Leshrak's ulti is like Doom's? Oh, I don't know.
With Ags? Maybe. You're going somewhere.
I'm going to just go. There was something there. I'm going to comment below. Remind us.
Gone crazy.
Remind us. Anyway.
So the reason I'm saying he's like Omni Knight is because we recently did Nyx in Dav's A to Z challenge. And we had Omni and Nyx back to back. And we were playing them both core, and I was just like, well, you go gank the squishy lad at the start of the fight. You go kill the squishy lad at the start of the fight and just get them out of there. So they're the same hero. Just one goes invisible. Yeah. They're completely different.
One's invisible and not tanky whatsoever. The other one is very tanky and is visible all the time.
They're the same hero.
Basically the same. But they both can be played support and POS 3. And anyway, you can play Omni carry, right?
Yeah.
But he gets played, especially low rank, as support, and then just builds core items, and then they've just got another. And because no one pushes lanes, everyone's just fighting. Like within half an hour, they've just got another core with Ags and shit. Annoying.
Yeah. So Nyx, an annoying bug which can insta kill people. Fun,
basically.
Yeah, kind of fun. It is kind of fun to play, I've got to say. I wasn't very good at Nyx.
I don't like him. He's not my jam. I don't like playing. I don't like playing like these like squishy ass invis nerd heroes. It's just kind of lame. Having to rely on invisibility is lame. Because like the whole skill of the hero is the enemy not buying detection. And that's just embarrassing. If you get a kill because they didn't buy detection, it's embarrassing for you and it's embarrassing for them. There's no skill, there's no clutch. It's just whether the enemy support has enough gold or hasn't been berated enough and buys wards. That's all it is.
There's just going to be like a Nyx main listening now, just like with a single tear.
You have zero skill if you're listening and you main Nyx. You suck.
That is
go
true
back to playing
true.
Ricky. You know what you are.
Yeah,
Nyx is for people that used to play Ricky in the Herald days, and they're I'm somewhat of a connoisseur of the Invis ganker. I play Nyx assassin now. Like, shut up. Go back to Ricky. You know who you are.
Makes a big difference though when you get a cheeky little Nyx when they hit level 6, come into the lane and just deleting their carry.
It's true. But before we do get on to his kit, his abilities. Lore time, I guess, right, Dav?
Yeah, you know the score. We start with lore.
The score is lore.
Are we bringing new rhymes to each segment? You know the score, we start with lore. I like this.
Joe Hickson, you've got long legs, man. Let's go on to the guessing segment.
That was amazing.
Sure. If you don't know, Joe's quite a tall boy with long legs.
Relatively.
All right, who wants to guess first? Nyx.
I'll go.
Yeah, I need to find my
lore
notes.
is
You find who nuts?
My notes.
He's a bug, and
He's a bug.
I just hate him. I'll be honest. I just hate Nyx.
Enemy of Ali. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, enemy of Ali.
Enemy of Ali. Also, he's a bug.
Also, he's a bug.
That's fair play.
And the one bit of lore is that there's a set of Nyx where he has eyes which don't show up as eyes. Some shit like that. That's all I know about Nyx.
That's very buggy.
Is that he's an enemy of me.
He's a giant enemy crab.
Good
enemy
effort.
crab.
Good effort. Joe?
Good effort, but wrong.
It doesn't say enemy of Ali on Dota 2 wiki.
I'm changing that now.
Because Dav, you said this had to rhyme. I'm gonna try and make this work. Purist Thunderath, a knight so bold, swarm to the omniscience, a story old. Years of battle, blood and strife, made him question his sacrifice.
Ooh.
Elders gone and comrades lost,
Yeah.
He wondered what his vows had cost, left his army, journeyed back to the cliffs of Amarax, a hidden... Sorry, this is Omni Night. I'm doing Omni Night. Sorry, I've got them confused again.
They're just so similar.
Everything I just said, but he's invisible.
But he's... Yes, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Fair
Purest Thunder God, Thunder Wrath, a knight so bold and invisible, sworn to omniscience, a story old and miserable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So he was a crusader knight, and then had so many battles, and then questioned, was it the right thing? And he was a crab and invisible.
I was a crusader once.
And then...
Now you're a guardian.
I'm guardian, yeah. Also,
I thought this was going to be an arrow to the knee.
yeah, I was going to, but I was like, nah, I can't. But yeah, just for the listeners, I've taken a little break from Dota. I'm 6 days clean. Last game I played was last Tuesday.
I love that we're doing a Dota podcast, and like I've got to take a break.
I'm
He's 6 days clean. Be proud of him.
I'm taking a break. When the new update comes out, I'll come in fresh-faced and excited to play.
There's an update
It
coming
could
this
be
week,
tomorrow, mate.
It could be tomorrow.
Don't say that. I'm only 6 days clean.
When this podcast comes out, it might be today.
My girlfriend is so happy with me at the moment. I'll just have to play in secret. I'll just have to play in the office.
Just do one game if there's a 5-stack, and then
Joe, it's never just one game. You know this.
if there's a 5-stack, I'll kick you out.
It's never just one game. If you lose,
That is true.
You want
I'm
another
with
one.
Dab
If
on
you
that.
win,
It's
you
never
want
just
another
one.
one. That's it. And I'm like bad. Like I'll be on till 1 a.m, and Ali as well will be like, "Oh fuck it, I'll play one more." And that last game we play is always awful.
Oh, but it's awful, but also the best game you could possibly imagine because it is just that awful. No one can do anything. Everyone's just trapped in at 1 a.m. just wanting to leave, but no one can leave. Everyone wants to go to bed, but no one can, and they just end up. Everyone's in misery. It's wonderful.
This is why I'm taking a break. All right, this is the law. And, God, I didn't have loads of time to prepare. I'm not going to lie. This podcast, I had to keep pushing it back because I've had quite a busy day. And turns out there's loads and loads and loads of lore. There's loads of lore. I don't know who it is. They must have just had different writers for each of the characters. And this one was obviously just, like, really into it.
I like the idea that they kind of got to this bug, and you're like, this bug creature's so fucking weird. And they're like, I bet no one can come up with some creative lore. So everyone tossed their ideas into a pot, they mixed it up, and they just pulled out this heap, this mess of like, this shit character has the most insane lore because we thought he would be the most boring to make lore for.
But there's so much. No, it all kind of makes sense. It's all aligned. So basically, Nick's assassin, he's part of the Zealot Scarabs.
Right.
And to be zealous, or to be a zealot, is a person who has very strong feelings about something, such as religion or politics, and who wants other people to have those feelings. Right off the bat, seems like a bit of a melt. Like, you can have your own opinions, but don't be bringing them to me and trying to convert me, man. Like, just chill. You have your opinions, I have mine. If we can have a chat about it, but don't be pushing it on me all the time.
He's that guy in the street that hands you a Bible, says it's free, and then tries to make you pay for it.
Oh, yeah, and they'll be like, that's £15, please.
Yeah, you're like, what?
You're like, no.
Sorry, Mr. Monk Man, I don't actually want your bracelet that you've put on my shoulder. No, take it off.
Come on, Nix. Well, Nick's assassin, the Zealot Scarabs, yeah. Do you know what? It's probably easier if I just read some of the pre-written lore and you can see how
thick it is.
Precise it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Word for word. We won't interrupt.
Zealot. Am I saying it right? Zealot? Zealot?
I've always said zealot.
Zealot.
It's a real word.
I have no idea.
Zealots.
You're asking two dyslexic people how to pronounce something. It ain't gonna work.
The Welshman asks two dyslexic Englishmen how to talk.
All right, let me.
It will never not be funny to me.
Why are you doing a
this
podcast? Like, for fuck's sake, I shouldn't do anything else. All right.
Why are we doing something with words? What's wrong with us?
So okay, but I'll give you a little bit of backlog before I do the word for word. So you have Nyx, who's the queen, not Nyx assassin. Nyx is the queen bug, the queen
bug.
scarab, yeah.
Okay.
And
He's
Nyx,
like a worker bug.
like a worker bug. Do you know what? I'm going to just read the little first. Zealot scarabs are a wraith. Sorry, let me start that again. Wraith. Okay, all right. Zealot scarabs are a race of telepathic. Wait, one more time. I can do this.
Do you want to do it in Welsh?
My scarab zealot and race or bugs. I don't even know it in Welsh. Fucking hell. Okay, zealot scarabs are a race of telepathic eusocial insects. Now, eusocial is a bug that shows an advanced level of social organization. So, like ants and bees and wasps and shit like that, hornets. Much of what is known about them comes from a single ancient tome in the Ultimate Archives. Their name is a reference to their fervent worship of Nyx, their queen, who they regard as a goddess. Zealot scarabs hatch from eggs as grubs and undergo metamorphosis to become adults. Fully grown zealot scarabs are covered by a chitinous exoskeleton with an elevated thorax that leads to an upright head. While their carapaces are relatively thin, each scarab possesses retractable spikes to deter attackers. Zealot scarabs have 8 appendages.
Why is this a
of which
biology lesson?
A walking
no other
leg.
hero
Really
has a
is.
fucking biology lesson.
Crazy, with 2 frontal appendages acting as manipulators. Crazy. So basically, this Nyx queen.
We didn't get that for anyone else. We didn't get a breakdown of their biology. What's the deal?
It's wild.
Just because he's a bug.
But they have 8 appendages. Not
So
6.
he's got 8 spidery.
So he's a spider.
Ah.
He's an arachnid.
Yeah.
arachnid.
Or a crab.
Do crabs have 8 limbs?
I have no idea.
They've
Crab.
got...
They got
Wait,
2
they have-
claws
have they
which
got 10?
taste
Have they got-
really good boiled.
They do. They really do.
Do they have 8 legs and then 2 pincers, or is it 3
They've
legs?
got
And...
10. 8. They've got 8 and 2 pincers, but that counts as 10. And then Nyx is got the same but 2 less.
Ah.
8 legs, 2 pincers.
So maybe not as tasty as a crab then.
I don't think Nyx will taste very nice. So,
We could boil them up and see.
I reckon he'd be like a steak.
yeah.
I reckon he'd have the texture of steak, but the taste of crab.
Well, he's got his armour like a crab.
Yeah. I reckon it's like a mix. A
Well,
little bit of herbage on him, spice him up.
oh, a bit of butter. Yeah.
Butter up that Nyx.
Dota butter as well. I'll be like salty. Everything's
Yeah.
salty. So the queen secretes this like substance, and it causes the young grubs to metamorphose into like the bigger crab
Right. They get milked on.
arachnids. Yeah, get milked on. But with the substance, yeah, the queen Nick selects one grub, and that triggers this like mad transformation, and that bug becomes the Nyx assassin. And there's only one at a time, yeah.
Right.
Now, not
Like the Avatar. Like Aang.
like
Only one.
Jesus, I guess. Sort of thing.
Did Nyx die for my sins?
No. You died for your own sins. Do you
Fuck,
mean?
then why did Jesus die? What's the point? If I'm going to die for my own sins, why did Jesus die, Dav?
Bro, you needed the flipping, what's it called? Aeon disc. That's what you need. You need an Aeon disc. It's your own fault.
Jesus.
That was your sin.
Jesus had an Aeon disc. Is that what we're taking away from this?
This is terrible. This is terrible.
Do we cut this?
No, this is great. We keep all this
I
in.
think I'm so glad we're padding this out because I really didn't do much research. That's why I'm just reading from the wiki page. Okay, but not all of the grubs survive. But Nyx did, and Nyx is a badass. But Nyx is also psychic, so he can project his thoughts onto those around him. So he's like psychic, like telepath, and he can hear thoughts of others. And it probably explains why he's such an arsehole. Because imagine being able to hear what everyone can think about you. And they're like, hey, you're right. Like, God, not this dick again. You would be bitter and you would want to one-shot them, wouldn't you?
You'd be walking around going, they all want to eat me.
Yep.
God, I bet you look good. Look good, eat, taste, fuck!
I bet you look good, eat, taste, eat, fuck.
You look like you'd be a tasty meal. I got there.
It should be like, who the fuck is this idiot? Like, get out of my head. Stop thinking, please. Stop thinking around me.
The problem is I'm not thinking enough.
So Nyx is a psychic, which makes sense with some abilities, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And just goes around and kills people in the name of the queen. So a bit of trivia. Nyx is the Greek goddess of the night in IRL.
Oh, in the real world.
IRL, yeah. Some more trivia as well. Nyx really hates Abaddon.
Yeah.
Which seems like a bit of a random one, really, doesn't it? But they say that Abaddon has defeated previous Nyx assassins in the past.
Right. So I guess the Queen Nyx has some beef with Abaddon in some deep lore somewhere.
And that's been passed down to all the grubs. It's like, don't like Abaddon.
Yeah. Go, my children, kill that guy.
Yeah.
Also, Nyx hates, mentioned earlier, Broodmother, because Broodmother's eaten several of the previous Nyx assassins, which I think is quite funny. Yeah, which kind of sucks.
Well, you know why? Maybe because the female spider sometimes eats the male spider after sex.
I don't know.
So, are all these Nyx assassins going to do their job and then they get swayed away by Brood Mummy? And then she eats them after making her babies with them. Huh?
Oh dear.
Could be.
And that's why Nyx has 8 spidery, crabby dicks between his 8 crabby legs for all of 8 Broodmother's spidery pussies between all of her 8 spidery legs. Anatomy. I'm going to add that to the wiki that Nyx has 8 crabby dicks between 8 of his legs. That's going to get my account suspended. I maybe shouldn't do that.
Seeing this, it says here on the dota2.fandom.com, Nyx Assassin apparently exudes a pleasant smell, at least to Pangalia. And Pangu says, I have never seen one like you before, Nyx, but you smell wonderful. So people are actually...
Do you think he still smells of like that Queen Nyx milk that he's grown up on? Do you think that smells good?
Probably.
I think it's like a lobstery kind of thing. That
I think people want to eat him.
People want to eat him. Yeah, it all checks out. It all checks out.
What does Nyx mean? Because Nyx Assassin only says Nyx. He's infamous for only saying Nyx. He doesn't.
It means night.
Does he only say
apparently,
Nyx? He says more than Nyx.
No, he just says Nyx.
Are you sure?
Is it because he is just a bug and can't talk? I guess he has telepathy, so doesn't need to talk.
He says stuff. He says 5 targets marked for death.
Oh wait, he also says jaggy-legged I run.
Yeah.
So
maybe.
So when he says Nyx, he's going night.
Yeah.
Night. That's the translation.
Night.
He's saying good night to everyone. Night.
I will fulfill my purpose. She wants to fuck shit up, really. Wants to everyone who's out there to eat him. She's defending himself. And then also you've got the hidden ones, which is Templar Assassin and Void Spirit. And apparently they want to recruit Nyx Assassin. Don't even think that's very... I'm not even sure how true that is, or
Well, he's
how
an assassin.
interesting it is.
You got sticky keys there, Dev.
Sticky keys?
I thought I just heard you get sticky keys.
I farted.
Oh, is that what? It came through really weird on Discord.
Yeah, I did fart. I'm not gonna lie. Shit, I need to sort my gate out then. If you're hearing that, it's where I do most of my farting.
We keep it very professional.
My weekly podcast.
We keep it professional.
And I record this
Super
at work as well, so when someone has to use the room after me, it's like full. Cool. So there's a lot of lore, but a lot of it is the lore that I just read of just quite particular information. Anything else?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's another thing. Nyx has the ability. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't fucking know. This is just Nyx and everything we said. Everything we said the past 5 minutes is Nyx. And voice actor had him before. Had him last week or the week before. It's fucking no one else but Dempsey Papillon.
Woo! We know
Remember
that
that
one.
guy?
We know
Remember
that one. He
remember
was
that guy?
in
Yeah.
he was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. La La
He-
Land.
He
The
was
voice of Magnus.
Seth's boss from the bar in La La Land, and
Did you remember that? Just right from you.
he was. I'm joking.
He's in 8 Simple Rules. I really liked that program. It was good.
Yeah, same.
It was good.
Was he Man in Box or something?
Yes. Yeah. He was in something. War of the Worlds?
Man in Basket
Basket.
in World of...
Of course. How did I forget Man in
War
Basket?
of the Worlds.
Man in Basket. Yeah.
Basket.
So next time you watch Man in the Basket.
Man in
Next time you watch
Basket.
Man in the Basket. Next time you watch War of the Worlds, look out for the Man in the Basket. That's Dempsey Papillon. That's your bloody Nyx Assassin. That's your bloody whoever else he
That's your guy.
voices. Magnus, was it?
Yeah, and Visage.
That's your guy.
He is the man.
Oh god, we're doing rhymes for sections today, aren't we? That was the bit. I forgot what your introduction to the lore bit was. First before we do the lore, but before what was your bit there for the lore intro?
But before we do more, it's time for the lore.
Yeah, okay, and now time.
Now time.
What rhymes with abilities?
Abilities. Time.
Schmilities.
Oh god.
Ability
Stillery. What's a stillery?
Now we learn about the law.
Now it's time not
I
to
don't know
sit
what-
stillery. It's time to learn about some ability.
Yes, that's a keeper. That's a keeper.
That is a keeper.
Sure. So Nyx Assassin, he's a bug scuttly boy. He's got some interesting kit. I'm not sure how it ties into the lore at all, apart from the second ability. But maybe Dav can let us know as we go through. His first ability, Impale, is just a cheeky stun. It's a point target stun, not a unit target. No, not a unit target. So he points to a bit on the ground, and he does a little stun. It's like little rocks come out the ground and impale, hence the name, anyone that gets hit by it on its little way. It's like a little line, a little stun. It's pretty solid. It's like line stun, but point target, basically. If you've seen a line stun, you've seen a Nyx stun. It looks the same.
Wait, can you not? You can't place it on the ground like a lion stun.
You can't. You only can. Point,
No, you can only place it on the
it on the
ground.
ground. You can't target enemies.
Oh yeah, okay, so it's hard, but
So yeah, it's slightly harder, but it means it doesn't proc things like Lincolns or Lotus because it's on the ground.
because lion you can just place it on the ground and everything gets caught in it, right? You don't need to point target.
Yeah.
If does that break Lincoln's?
Joe didn't do lion, did he?
Yeah, me too. I'll be up there.
Well, the thing is, because even last week, Magnus's Q is technically unit target, and that still affects everyone in the line. It's unit target, but also it's a unit target that doesn't proc a Lincolns. Doesn't make any sense. Dota is a weird game, and it's stupid, and I hate it, and there's
I
no
love it.
consistency. The more I look into all the ins and outs of all the heroes, the more I realize that no one thought to make a consistent game. No one kind of loaded it and gone, oh, well, let's make all unit target spells look the same. Let's make all point target spells. No, someone just went in and went, yeah, fuck it. It'll work this way. And it drives me insane.
I love that about the game. You can tell that someone just went into the game and just went, yeah, that'll do. And that's how they've just left it for years and years until someone's just come along and gone, that's a little bit weird. Let's redo it a little bit, and then it just never gets fixed.
Okay, so
why would it?
So lion stun, even if you target the ground, it'll pop Lincolns.
Yeah.
But
Guys,
Nyx's
I just
doesn't.
found a really weird glitch in the demo mode. I've got just unlimited Qs. It's not using any mana.
Oh, holy shit, Dav! Let's do that.
There's no cooldowns either. What? Oh no, I've got free spells on.
We can't continue this bit for so many weeks.
That's a throwback. That's a throwback.
It will always be a bit.
It was one time that I forgot I had free spells on. Okay, it was one time. One time.
So do you know I've got?
It's just funnier that you shared it to everyone. And
was-
you were like,
shut
so
up!
excited.
Guys! I've just
That
found this
was
glitch.
it.
We need to try it out
It was
tonight.
just so
Oh
funny.
my god.
It's so
I
funny.
love that Nyx is going to be probably the most bog standard basic hero, right? He's got no fucking interesting lore. He's got shit abilities. Yet somehow, this is going to be the longest episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's what always happens with the worst heroes. Is that they are the best, it turns out.
So, do you know I'm 6 days clean?
Right.
Does that
you
demo
just
mode
booted up.
count? Can I still say I'm 6 days clean, or is it like
Yeah,
is it like having a
I
cheeky
think-
cigarette when you're giving up smoking, but you're still like, nah, I've not smoked for a month.
I imagine it's like having a cigarette on like a film set. It was for work, so it doesn't count.
No, it's vaping.
Okay,
It's like vaping.
vaping if you've quit cigarettes. Yeah,
just
that's
vape.
what it's like.
Yeah.
I've just vaped.
There we go. That
Yeah, you've just hit a
Oh,
fat
yes.
vape.
All right then, cool.
so
sorry,
impale.
where were
Yeah.
we? So lion, let
So
So
lions.
impale you can use for free, no mana, in Demo Hero. But in game it costs 100 mana
Ooh,
and goes up to 130 mana.
wow.
Okay.
Has a cooldown 17 seconds, goes up to 14 seconds. But yeah, just a point target stun, does a bit of damage starting at 100, going up to 280, and then all the way up to 410 with a level 20 talent. It's pretty nuts. The stun
Pretty
duration
nice.
is fine. Starts at 1.1 seconds and goes up to 2 seconds, and then 2.2 with a level 10 talent.
One Mississippi.
That point
two
two-
Mississippi.
Awful.
point two.
What a terrible level 10 talent. Point
Juicy.
2.
I'd still take it though sometimes.
I mean, that's it. That's impale. It's a stun. Does decent damage, to be fair, with the talents.
Yeah, 410. That's awesome. That's great. On a stun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
It helps burst.
Yeah, I mean the AoE's relatively large as well. 750. It's not one of the tiny ass stuns. It's decently long range.
It's
which is-
long
which is
and it's a
nice.
bit chody as well, isn't it? It's a bit girthy.
Yeah, it's got a bit of girth to it.
Yeah.
It's as girthy as like most stuns, to be honest. I feel like most stuns have like the same girth to them nowadays. Like lion stun.
Yeah.
I think most stuns have a similar girth. Like I feel every kind of thing that's gonna get you is. Dave, why are you smirking?
Just good. Like I think.
Probably-
I just think it's. I just think it's funny.
Stuck around. It's stuck around.
I
now,
just
isn't it?
think it's funny.
I guess there's like a default girth in the game, and they
Yeah.
don't really adjust it much because they had the recent update where you can see the girth of spells now. Like Hook has like a girth radius.
Girthometer.
All stuns.
Hook doesn't work. Let's be honest, because when it shouldn't hit
Yeah, Punch
you,
Hook is weird.
it hits
Punch
you.
Hook is weird.
When I play Pudge,
It
it
does
never
not
hits,
work. That
Weirdly.
Strange.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
Yeah, weird.
It's very odd.
So yeah, that's ability Q.
Ability Q.
Nyx
very
Assassin. Second ability, ability W, is oh shit, no, Dad, before we go on to the next ability, I'm dying to know what is the law of Impale?
Rock spikes burst from the earth along a straight path.
That's a description. That's a description.
That's a bloody
That's a
description.
Oh,
I copy pasted it for you as well to make it easier.
Oh shit, okay. All zealot scarabs possess intimate knowledge of underground pathways, using them to their advantage. Intimate, strange use of intimate.
Has he been making love to the rocks?
I think so. I think it's along those
And
lines.
that's why they get long and hard.
Beginning.
Yeah, I think that's it.
He's down there, he's caressing the ground. And he goes, "Oh yeah, you rocks. Oh, you stun the enemy for me." But he's doing it with his telepathy that he has.
Yeah.
And so he can get the ground aroused to impale his enemies.
Look out for the ground. I'm getting it aroused.
Look out for the ground, I'm getting it aroused.
Oh
Is
dear.
that right? And it erects. And then the ground erects.
The ground erects.
Erect.
Yeah.
It's a rock boner. There you go.
Oh dear.
And that's canon now.
Okay.
That's canon.
Cannon.
So that's ability Q is the rock.
The rock boner, yeah.
Yeah.
Rock boner! Yeah! Sounds like a band.
Rock boner. But staying on his telepathy, because I guess Impale's based on his telepathy of arousing rock formations. Mind Flare level ability 2. God, there's so many flubs this week. Do we just keep in all the flubs? It's so bad. It's been so hot. I think we've all melted. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
God.
Christ.
Ability 2.
Ability 2. Mind Flare. Unit target. You target an enemy, and you'll do damage based on their intelligence. So for us, do 0 damage to us.
Jesus. Yeah, God. Little tickle.
It wouldn't even tickle,
Do
mate.
nothing.
It just would have nothing.
I mean, literally for Ogre Magi, it is 0 damage to him because
That's pretty cool.
kind of. The intelligence damage multiplies. So it does a multiple of up to 5, and then up to 5.75 with a talent damage. Fuck. Let me try again. But it's such a wordy sentence. It multiplies your intelligence by 5, and then does that as damage, right? That's how it works. It starts at 3.5, goes up to 5, and then with a talent, it's 5.75. I hate doing the numbers. Because they always change. I feel like there's going to be an update this week. And it'll be all over the place. So it's around 5.
Good against Zeus. Like
Any
OD.
hero, really.
Silencer. Oh, mate. Silencer. You just
Yeah.
wreck Silencer then, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bigger the brain, the bigger the damage. It just makes you think too much. But that's not all this Mind Flare does. Because it also does additional damage based on the amount of damage Nyx has done to you in the past 15 seconds. So Nyx will also deal with Mind Flayer 25% damage of all damage he's done to you in the past 15 seconds. So say he's done 100 damage to you in the past 15 seconds, he'll do 25 damage to you in addition.
Fuck that ability.
It's
honestly
stupid. It is so stupid. But hey, that's Mind Flayer. It's just a big old
I hate
nuking
it.
ability. And it's kind of dumb.
I hate it so much.
Yeah, the cooldown is only 4 seconds, which is ridiculous. Max level is 4 seconds. So he can mind flare you multiple times in like a 15-second window.
In the 15 seconds.
It's ridiculous.
So it does even more.
It's ridiculous.
Even more.
So, yeah, you want to... Because when you were coaching me through Nyx, you were getting annoyed because I wasn't using Mind Flare at the end.
Yeah, at the end of your combo of spells, you kept using it like first, basically, before you got your damage out. I'm like, no, the other one's first.
Yes, I remember.
I remember. Good times. Good. And that's why Dav's taken a break from
Yes. Yeah.
was from playing Nyx Assassin. I'm sorry that we're doing such a traumatic hero for you this week, actually.
It's
We're
like
actually we're doing it to keep you clean.
Vietnam flashbacks. No, stop, dog. No. But it is.
F you.
I guess this is like his psychic part. His telepathy.
It says it eats away at the minds of lesser beings. So I guess this is like him retaliating for everyone wanting to eat him. He eats away at their brains.
Yeah, eats their brains? Eats their brains.
But it looks like a
okay.
whip. It looks like an electric whip when he uses it. It's point target. It looks like a whoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I always say use the whip.
Use the whip.
Did it used to be called... I mean, flare is a kind of whip, isn't it?
What did it used to be? Yeah.
But I think it used to be called something else.
It used to be called something else. I've completely
It might have just been called Mind Whip.
What it was called. No, it was something else. There was...
Slap that whip. Licorice whip. Simpson.
Mana burn.
Mana
That's what
burn.
it used to be called, because it used to do damage based on mana.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
There's already a mana burn, right, in the game?
Yes, but this would do insane amounts
Yeah,
of
it used to be silly and unbalanced.
damage.
So,
'Cause-
let's change it.
Especially when there was more int heroes back in those days. Essentially, it would be the hard counter to OD. Also, fuck that hero, get it out of the game, just like Nyx.
fuck OD.
But this was the counter to OD because he would get such a large mana pool, you could just one tap him with a W, which was really funny. You just one tap, just like if Nyx was in the game, you could not have a game. It doesn't matter what you bought, you just couldn't have.
Yep.
It would be impossible.
That's nice, because I hate OD, and I hate OD players.
Same,
No offense.
same.
No, some offense.
No offense to
Huge
all the
offense.
OD
If
players.
you're an
Yeah.
OD player.
Huge. I'm
If you're a
calling
Nyx
out
player
all
or an OD
players.
player.
Or,
Bill.
fuck it, let's throw in another one. Or a anti-mage player.
Yeah, if you play carry, fuck you.
If you play any other position but POS 5, fuck you. Even POS 4, I don't care. No.
If
I
you're
don't care.
if you're not solely playing as the courier, fuck you.
I like how you say anti-mage. It was like the last couple of games you played, I'm pretty sure, weren't they anti-mage?
That's why I quit, though, because I'm shit. Yeah.
So that's his last and only point target spell, technically, because the other ones are... Fuck, that's his last and only unit target spell, because...
This is going to be a nightmare to edit. God.
I'm so sorry, Dan. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
You just wanted a nice, simple edit.
We're
And we
recording
top and
late.
tail.
This has to
Utter
go out,
shit
like,
show.
tomorrow.
Yeah, just top and tail. I'm going to do it tonight.
It's fine. It's fine. It'll get done. Spike Carapace' next ability. Maybe we do just leave in all the flubs. Spike Carapace' next
Yeah,
ability.
Leaving all the flubs. This is a flub episode.
Oh god.
Ability 3, yeah?
Ability 3. Yeah, level 3. Ability 3. Spike Carapace. You press E on your Nyx bug and he becomes spiky. Hence why it's on E. Because he's spiky.
Spike E.
He just becomes a big
Or D if you're using legacy
or,
keys.
or whatever you've bound it to be honest.
Numlock.
But yeah, basically he gets a load of spikes coming out of him and he can walk around as much as he wants. Then the spikes last for 2 seconds. And 2.5 with talents. Subject to change with any update pending. While he's spiky though, he stuns anyone that damages him. Very cool. Very fun. Stuns them up to 2 seconds, which is nice. But also, it reflects damage. 125% of the damage, though. So it's not just it'll reflect anything back. It's 125% of the damage he takes, he will reflect. And you're going, hold up, Joe. Blade Mail only reflects 85% damage when active. However, Blade Mail reflects damage before reductions from things like armor, magic immunity, well, magic resistance, all that jazz. Spike Carapace reflects it after the reductions. So after all his armor calculations, all his magic resistances, and then it reflects. So 125% isn't as strong as 85% in this case.
If you're Lion and you do an R, if you ulti the Nyx when they've got the spiked carapace on, 125% of that damage has been reflected back to the Lion. and then you have the reductions of armor and shit.
Yeah.
If Lion fingers you, Nyx takes no damage.
Yeah.
The finger damage is calculated based on Nyx, so he'll have like probably 25% magic resist, so it'll get lowered by 25%, and it gets shot back at Lion, the damage, and he'll take that damage, and then his resistances will then calculate his damage taken.
Okay.
So it'll probably be about 25% off, and then another 25% off.
Okay, that makes sense. It's confusing, but it makes sense.
It's
now,
it's
what
stupid,
if
but it does make sense, yeah.
what if you've also got Lotus Orb? Anyway, sorry. Let's just
The Lotus would trigger, not the E,
okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
I would guess it would be
Yeah,
that.
it's going to be that. Let's just say it is. That's canon. It's in. Everybody write that down. That's fact.
Let me
No,
check.
no, that's fact. That's fact.
Lotus.
One of my favourite old YouTube clips is of a Nyx assassin, and a PA is just throwing a dagger, and Nyx does his spy carapace, and it insta-kills the PA because she gets a crit on the dagger, and she just absolutely explodes for just throwing one dagger.
So,
Oh, it's so
And
satisfying.
it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying. And now, and that was with the old PA where you couldn't tell if she was getting a crit. Now you can actually proc it using high IQ level things, because she has an icon now which tells you that she's going to crit, and you can just press E and you're like, bye, and she'll just die.
That's a great feeling. Oh, PA getting one hit by anyone. Oh, mate, add that to the list. If you're a PA player, fudge you. You all right, Joe? You look like you're aching to say something.
Aching.
if Nyx has Lotus and Spiked Carapace active, the Lion finger would be reflected with Spiked Carapace and with the finger.
What?
So double
damage.
So kind of double damage, yeah.
If you see a lion in the
Easy.
game, get a Lotus Orb and a Spiked Carapace, and it'll be really lame for the lion.
I'm so glad we had the rhyming episode for Nyx Assassin. Really makes the hero less boring. We're gonna have to think of a rhyme for the title. What rhymes with Nyx?
If you play Nyx, you're a prick.
What a big.
That is the title. I approve of the title. Or Nyx Assassin. Fuck you.
Yeah, true.
Fuck you and everything.
I mean, because Spike
I like
Carapace
that one.
also has a really short cooldown as well. It's only 8 seconds. It's nuts. It's just
Pretty cool.
It's just he's got too many stunts.
He just has
40 mana.
low cooldown.
40 mana, 23 seconds.
that
Well,
guy.
8 seconds when it's 40 mana consistently. That's
Yeah.
great.
Why does he have everything up constantly? It's horrendous.
You're gonna.
I can't think of a segue. Vendetta.
You look like you were gonna sneeze.
His ult.
I have a segue for another ability.
Yeah.
How about you burrow us into his aghanims, Joe?
Oh, what a. Oh shit! Did I skip his shard? Oh no, I didn't.
No. The shards linked.
Thanks,
to
Ali.
No problem.
Made this a fucking nightmare for editing.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Right. Okay. So wait. So this is.
Shall I
58
segue us into that?
Do it.
58 minutes in, remember that. And then, Ali, do you want to just do all the segues right now, and then I'll just, like, move them to the right positions, yeah?
I already have one.
And then maybe just do some for next week as well, why not?
Set us up again, Ali. Set us up.
Joe, how about you burrow us into his aghanim?
What? I'll burrow us right into his acronyms, which is burrow.
Burrow us in, me, as
Wait.
well.
I don't know. Dig us in, isn't it? I don't know.
Well, it just means
Yeah,
burrow
no,
us
but
in.
burrow us in, like... But burrow is like when you burrow into the ground. But why would you burrow someone...
Yeah, and we're gonna burrow into the next ability.
Oh,
We're gonna dive in. It's like
Dive in, okay.
doing
Yeah,
a dive
fair
in.
enough. That checks out. I
diving
take
but
that
burrowing.
back. I take that back. I apologise.
It's like,
I feel like it half works.
I think it's like diving in, but for moles.
Or
Yeah.
badges. Yeah, or badges.
And
And
Nixes.
Nixes, yeah.
Don't forget about the badges. Thanks for that.
There we go.
Thanks
Don't
for
forget
mentioning the
about- no
badges.
one
They're
forgets
always forgotten about.
Yeah.
So.
Everyone forgets the badges. I've only ever seen one badger in my lifetime. Isn't
Badger,
that
badger,
crazy?
badger.
Oh, I love that.
Mushroom.
And did you ever watch Bodger and Badger?
Bodger and badger.
And
Yeah,
Badger.
I did
Everyone
not.
knows.
What is the
Badger
Guinness-
likes
If you're enjoying
mashed
this kind of vibe
potato.
of podcast, which is just really loose and kind of unhinged, let us know. Do let us know. If you're listening on Spotify, pause it or keep listening, tweet at us and just say, yeah, I'm really enjoying the unhinged Knicks episode where you're really off topic the whole time and don't actually get to anything. Because we can do this every week if you really want. We get this far off topic.
Or you're welcome to say, I hate it. Like, come on. Like,
Come on, guys.
I've been
Step it up.
considered-
You're meant to be
I've been
professional.
considering whether I'll continue listening, and this has really sealed the deal that I won't be listening again. Thanks, though, and I appreciate the effort that you put into it.
I do think that
But
only
come
the
back
hardcores-
next week for the patch.
Yeah, the patch notes are coming out next week. I do think only the hardcore listeners are listening to the next episode. I'm gonna be honest.
So, look, I'm going to burrow you into my
Just-
opinion on
just
this
throw it out there.
episode. It was crap.
Yeah. That's... So his agonyms doesn't give him a new ability or anything like that.
It
Fuck,
does.
it does give
Yes,
him a
it
new
does.
ability.
That's the burrow.
I'm so focused
Dota
on
is a game of two lanes. You gotta remember.
Come on, we can do this.
And Nix doesn't get an
can do
ability
this.
with Axe. Will.
The next ability to flag. No new ability with axe.
So next assassin, he gets a new ability called Burrow. And Burrow by itself isn't that spectacular, right? So when he digs into the ground, he's invisible. Can't move, but he's in the ground, having a fun old time. And while he's in there chilling, he's regenning 1% of his max health and max regen, max mana. Fuck me. I'm
That's
so
okay.
sorry.
That's okay. I got it. And I understood that.
He
burrows
we got
in.
there. He's regenning max
Yeah.
mana and health
1%.
at 1%. Yeah, 1%. Yeah, 1% speed.
1%.
I guess that's per second, probably 100 seconds.
I would hope so.
Otherwise, it's shit. But also, he gets 40% damage resistance to all damage. So 40% damage, nah, not having it. Pretty good. Pretty good,
Pretty
right?
good.
Pretty good.
That is pretty good.
So what else is pretty good? You can burrow anytime. You can burrow in and out for free, no mana cost, no cooldown. How's that for
You can just go
fun?
in and out. In and out.
So you can
Yeah.
spam
So
it.
yeah, it's free invis, free health, free mana,
He's making love to the rocks.
free damage
He's
reduction.
just going in and out.
Oh, he's getting in there.
It does have a cast animation.
Yeah,
You do
it's
have-
not. Yeah, it's not instant. He's got to ferry away down there.
Yeah.
dig in with his
He's got a boa.
hoofy claws. He's got to burrow.
He's
down.
got a burrow.
He's got to burrow down there.
Hey, welcome to my crib. Hey, welcome to my burrow. I'm going to cut that.
Welcome
Of
to
all
my
the things that
I'm
cut,
cutting.
you
I cut.
You can't. I'm cutting the burrow joke. MTV burrows. But the burrowing isn't the most exciting bit of the burrowing. Being in the burrow isn't the most exciting. The digging, the staying, that's not the cool bit. The cool bit is it upgrades all his other abilities apart from his ult, which we haven't got onto yet. So it upgrades his Q, hit W, his E. They all get buffed or tweaked. So his Impale gets buffed beyond belief. It increases the cast range massively. It's now basically like the whole screen. If Nyx is in the middle, he can basically cover the whole screen with his stun at this point, and it halves the cooldown to 7 seconds. Ridiculous.
That is stupid.
Whole range of the screen can stun basically anyone on a 7-second cooldown. Fuck right off. Second ability, Mind Flare, also gets some bonus range. It's now only just a little bit shorter stun range than the whole screen, so not quite as large as the stun, but still pretty big cast range. And his E now, rather than stunning people that hit him, it just stuns anyone that's touching the little burrow. So it's kind of like it's a small AoE around where he is. It's kind of as big as the animation.
That's stupid. I'm saying it.
It is stupid.
That's stupid.
It is a very small range. I think it used.
Still doesn't matter.
I think it used to be a lot
Anyone who
bigger.
steps in gets stunned.
So he activates it, pa-ching, and if you're like kind of touching,
You,
Nick,
not
you
even
get
attack. Not
It's
even
a very-
attack.
I hate it.
Not even attack, but you
Yeah.
can't see him. You don't know where he is. He's in that hole, but yeah, you can stun anyone.
Pretty cool.
With that. That's touching
And then
you.
wait 8
I
seconds
hate
and then
it.
do it again.
Yeah.
I hate it so much.
Yeah.
So much.
And should I tell you a quick way to get out of his ult and out of this section? Fuck. Should I tell you a quick way to get out of his ags and into the next section? is with his ult. Because if you use it,
Perfect.
If you use his ult, you cancel the burrow straight away, and you're straight into using his ult, which is invisibility. Vendetta. Nyx goes invisible. Countered by sentries, countered by dust,
Gem?
countered by detection. Basically, he goes invisible. He moves a bit quicker, right? The main thing about this though is when he comes out of invis with an attack, when he attacks something out of invisibility, from invisibility, when he attacks
From invisibility.
and breaks it, he does a big old beefy attack and does 500 pure damage and 575 for the level 10 talent. So I'm not sure whether you're going for the extra 75 pure damage or the extra 0.2 second stun duration at level 10. Who knows? It's a lot of pure damage. But not only that, it also removes 50% of that hero's max mana.
I hate it.
For a short duration.
Just gone.
It's gone.
Just deletes half their mana pool.
That sucks, man.
So even if they're already on half mana, they're now out of mana.
That sucks.
It's so
God.
dumb. It's so
you
dumb.
do it to Wind Ranger. They can't even run away.
No.
Ridiculous, right?
Or Medusa just obliterates
It will eat it.
half of
will
Medusa's
eat
Medusa.
HP.
There's a good Medusa counter.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yep.
it's insane. It's so silly, and it's not just that. It gets buffed. Level 25 talent, you get free movement. So you can while you're invisible, you can walk over cliffs. You're fine. You just walk wherever the fuck you want. And the shard as well buffs it up a tiny bit. So it increases the move speed buff from 20% to 45, which is pretty all right. And reduces the target's magic resistance by 17% for 4 seconds. So use Vendetta with the shard and then combo all your other spells straight after. They're taking a fuck ton of damage.
I hate it.
I hate him. I hate him.
Why does he need to do that amount of damage?
It's a lot of damage. Any pure damage is too much damage.
But you have to use it. You have to right-click them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't stun out of
otherwise you
invis
cancel it.
because then you won't do the Vendetta damage.
Yeah.
Which means that you're ultied and you're like, oh shit, I need to use it. Because there's a bit of a cooldown on it. And you end up walking under a sentry ward and then you do just get absolutely
And having a cry.
obliterated. Because you are a squishy little crab.
Yeah. But then you just press E and you walk away.
But yeah, true.
True.
E and Lotus Orb, and then the lion gets a double finger.
Yeah. Double Finger Blast himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, lion.
That's a lot of
Take
damage.
2 lion. Yeah.
Lovely.
So that's Nyx Assassin. We just about got through his abilities. It only took not even that long, only 20 minutes or so.
We got there in
I
the
think.
end. Well done, team.
Hell
Maybe
yeah.
with
Well
editing
done,
it was
team.
even quicker. Who knows?
Mate, yeah. This is all. None of this is staying, Joe. This is like 20 minutes in, mate.
Oh,
We're just cutting the entire episode. It'll be welcome to Nyx Assassin.
ability.
That's it. It just ends. do. It just ends.
Well, wait, date, fade, late. Well, before this episode fades, let's see how many times we've won it when we've played. Oh,
Wait,
That was close. I thought you were going for like how is it played?
yeah. How Do the pros have it played?
Before this episode fades, how is this played?
How this played?
There you go.
Nice.
I got it.
Nice.
Woo!
How before this episode fades away, how are the pros playing this today?
Oh, okay.
Do you know how they play it? No one picks this fucking hero.
What at all?
He has been picked one time in the last 3 months.
Oh, God, I think it'd be a good.
Scene.
It'd be a good Deucer counter.
So the one time which it got picked in pro, which was, when was it? It was about a week ago. 9 days ago it got picked.
It's going to drive me insane if Ali goes through all his notes without flubbing.
Come on, just one little flub, just to make
by
us feel
Bet
better.
Boom, and I'll tell you exactly the stats of the Nyx Assassin. The Nyx Assassin, played by Save, who is like rank, I don't know, 20 or even higher, went 1 and 30.
Oh, Jesus.
And my man rushed Dagon.
Oh,
I mean, that is the thing to do, right? What position was he? Yeah.
It is the
what
it is the correct play. He got a blink as well, but he did just go Dagon.
Was
And
he
went 113,
support,
21.
core?
It was POS 4,
Okay.
and it just didn't do anything. Because, well, they were playing against a core TA who blocks all of Nyx's damage with refraction.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he does his blow
True.
up on her, nothing. A centaur, which
Yeah.
is pretty tanky. And a timber saw.
Yeah, he doesn't-
Yeah, you're not killing the timber saw, are you?
I guess also just pros by detection.
And yeah, they also bought a gem fairly early into
Useless.
the game.
Useless if you buy detection here.
So, pretty useless hero. And I have not seen it be picked once. It wasn't picked during Birmingham. It hasn't been picked throughout any other of the tournaments recently. Just completely irrelevant in the pro
But
scene.
in our games,
But yes, exactly. In our games and in our bracket, Nyx is one of the most popular heroes.
I wonder why.
It really is.
That's so surprising.
It goes the complete opposite. Is Nyx is in like the top 20, or I think top
It's
25.
because he's designed to play solo.
Yeah.
He's designed to be
Yeah.
a single pick-off
He's-
hero that goes around the map ganking by himself.
He is
And that's why he
quite
gets the
fun
Dagon
as well.
because he nukes people down.
he is ranked 6 on support.
Oh my
On
God.
POS.
I guess it's a support who can get kills.
Yeah.
And also, like, because Dagon is the play, it's not like someone rushing Ags. That's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
what you do.
You get
and your
Dagon
team's
for
not
the-
really
the
going to get
Mind
salty.
Flare combo. Anyone that hasn't pieced that together, it's the Dagon into Mind Flare for the extra 25% damage
Yeah.
with the Mind Flare.
So when you do your combo of Vendetta hit into stun, into Dagon, and then Mind Flare, and then you can probably Mind Flare again while you're Spy Carapace, because they're still stunned while you're Dagon and Mind Flaring them. You can Spy Carapace and then Mind Flare again. You do like about 3,000 damage plus to...
I'm going to get
God.
Ali to do the numbers for my sector from now on.
Well, no, I just
That was
remember
really
I
clean.
bought so many tanky
single
items
flub.
on Monkey King. This
Yeah.
one game haunts me to this day, where I bought...
Ali's speaking from trauma.
Yeah,
rather
it
than-
really is. Where I was like,
Anything else.
right, I'm just going to tank up because I can't press BKB because I'm going to be stunned. I'm not that fast at pressing BKB after the Vendetta hit. So,
Yeah.
and never mind, it doesn't matter if you have BKB because it only does 50% less magic reduction. So, and Nyx does so much damage damage that what's 50%? It's fucking nothing. It can just insta-kill you anyway through BKB. So yeah, I tanked up as
That
much as
sucks.
I could, and the Nyx still one-hit me. I just couldn't do anything all game.
Especially as a Monkey King.
Yeah.
Because when, if he chooses the level 25, he can just run through all the trees
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well, and like with Monkey King as well, you have Mischief, which allows you to dodge an instance of damage. So I dodged a Mind Flare, and it doesn't matter. Even if you
You're still
dodge one,
dead.
you still
He'll have a second.
get killed. And that's my problem with it, is that it still kills you after that.
I bet after that game, though, you had another game. Because that sounds like a
Of
game like you
course.
can't leave it on
Of
that
course.
game. You can't leave it
And
on that
I
game.
added Nyx to my ban. Nyx. Nyx has always been in my bans now because I hate the hero.
On the list,
It's
on
not
Ali's list.
even. There's no fun in we split push a lot, and Nyx just counters. He's just so annoying. If he gets a good start, he just counters you. Because you can't split push because he'll just insta-kill you. And it's no fun. But on the other side is if you absolutely own the Nyx, to the point where they can't afford a Dagon, they can't afford anything, and they're not doing anything, or you have loads of detection and you just keep killing him, they're useless. And it's just easy.
Yeah, it's hard to catch up if you're a Nyx.
Yeah.
Because he can't farm. He can't really.
He
No,
cannot
he doesn't
farm.
farm.
So because his
No.
Q cannot be used to farm a wave because it doesn't do enough damage to farm a wave.
Yeah.
And then he has no other abilities which helps him farm creeps. So if you absolutely stomp the Nyx into the ground, which I would say do that all the time or ban it, then you'll have no problems. But it's as soon as he gets maybe 1, maybe 2 kills, and he just starts the ball rolling, and he's suddenly got a level 5 Dagon, and then you're in trouble. And that's when you know shit's hit the fan.
And he's a support, and so then he can kind of
Yeah.
win the lane by killing you,
Yeah.
and then
Well-
he can fuck off, and then their carry is solo farming the lane.
It's more that since it's a support, which can just insta-kill a carry, it's just you don't want to prioritize the Nyx because you want to be prioritizing their mid, their carry, their offlane. You're not thinking about prioritizing the Nyx as the target because you're oh, it's the Nyx.
It's just the pos 4.
It's just the pos 4. I don't need to worry about it. But this pos 4 is just absolutely owning, and it's so annoying.
Makes me want to play Nyx.
It does. I was thinking earlier today I do want a cheeky game of Nyx, but then I also thought I can't stand the hero, so no, I don't want to play a cheeky game.
I don't think I can't. I just no.
Nope. Just no.
I don't like
Just
Invis.
And as we get on to the segment of how we all love to play Nyx,
God, who's the vermin?
who is the disgusting person who has played Nyx the most?
I think it's you, Ali.
I
think it's Ali. I think it's Ali. I think Ali has played the
put it
most.
up
Okay.
I think I think we're all shit at Nyx. I don't think any of us have a good win rate on him, but I think Ali's played the most.
Okay, who has the worst win rate?
Me. For sure.
Oh.
For sure. I think mine's in 20%.
I'm not sure Dav's even plays Nyx. Oh wait, no, I've literally talked about.
We
Doing
did it in A
challenge.
to Z.
Fuck
Remember, I
me.
lost loads of games.
What's happened to me today? What's happened? I think Dav has the worst win rate then.
Okay,
And I think Ali's played the most.
and I've played the most. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll start with Dav. Dav has 6 games, 1 win, 16%
Hell yeah.
win rate.
Get that dub in there.
He got the dub.
16.
Yes.
Fucking hell, God. I didn't like next
No,
week.
next month it looked like it was not good. You can see the MMR go from Crusader
That's a
all the way
month and a
down
half.
to Guardian.
So you only play one hero each week, like a hero one time each week. So that was a month and a half of Nyx.
God.
So then on to me, I have played 13 games of Nyx. Obviously,
Alright.
one of my favourite heroes of all time, considering I
Yeah.
can now see 2014 on my Dota buff page. I know I'm not
Dreading not following this.
it's been a while since I played with a 61% win rate. So not bad, pretty
Nice.
high,
Yeah.
pretty high. I'm a good Nyx
That's really
apparently.
good.
And then
Ah.
Joe, 17 games. So our Nyx specialist.
Okay.
Oh God,
With a
really that
Nyx
many?
Pro.
I don't remember playing Nyx
Nyx
at
main.
all. I don't think I remember playing him once.
With a 64% win rate. So you are owning with Nyx.
I am the
You're the
Nyx
Nyx champion.
specialist.
You
That's why I
are
got
the
through
Nyx
talking about his
specialist.
ability so smoothly.
Yeah. And
Without a single flub.
Not a single one.
Let the record show.
and there's one game of Nyx which I just want to highlight, which is in 2017, where the item build on Joe is Blink, Ags, Ether Lens, Boots of Travel, divine. And I guess you just went around them to one-hit people with the divine.
I guess
That sounds so fun.
That sounds so dumb, but
It
so
sounds
good.
so stupid. It's great. No Dagon.
too
in that
divine.
game.
Because his Vendetta used to be a break and a crit rather than
Yeah.
pure damage, didn't it?
It did.
So back in the day, it would be you get right-click damage.
Yeah, you
and
would
it
have got a
make
crit, so
Vendetta better.
you would have done like an absurd amount of damage,
Yeah.
which is funny, and it's funny to see that on your Dota buff.
Oh man.
Well, we've been slating Nyx players all episode, and Joe, you're the Nyx specialist. Yeah.
Oh, how embarrassing. When was my last game, Ali?
Your last game was, oh no, that's ability draft. Your last game was in 2 years ago, 2022.
And the time before that?
Time before that was 2019. It has been
That's-
some time.
It's been
For
a
you.
while.
It has been some time.
It's crazy that there's so many heroes that we just don't play in this game.
Well, also, our teammates are more likely to play Nyx than us two.
True.
I feel
Yeah,
like we
true,
have
true.
a lot of teammates who will pick Nyx, so we'll just never play it.
Yeah.
And I won't pick
It's like criminal to touch someone else's heroes within the stack. Like, no, that's Soso's hero. They play that. Like we can we can never play Bane now because we have a Bane
Oh, no.
specialist.
We have a Bane mid.
Yeah, I can't play Oracle anymore.
You're not allowed to play Wind
I'm
Ranger
not allowed to play Wind Ranger.
ever.
ever. Not even allowed to look at her. And no, you're not even demo
I
hero.
did try the Bane once recently, and I
Yeah.
got the famous Bane brain. You get
Oh,
so
no.
excited because you've won the lane so hard that you throw away
get
your
Bane
lead
brain.
because you're diving tier 3s.
And Nyx can get Nyx brain as well.
Nyx
If you
can
get
do
cocky
Nyx.
with your damage and you go around one-shotting people, sometimes you get overconfident
Yep.
and you go to get a gank, but they're all there this time.
Yeah.
They've got detection. They see you. Don't get Nyx brained.
Don't get
Don't
Nyx
get
brained.
Nyx
Don't get
brained.
Nyx brained. That can be the title. Don't get Nyx brained.
brained. I've got Nyx brained so hard
so-
this episode.
Just a little debrief. How do we feel that this episode has gone?
Terribly. Awful.
Amazingly. I love this episode more than anything.
The worst recording I've done. The worst I've felt. I've read my notes. The worst I've felt physically, emotionally. Oh, there's a cat going past my window.
It's the best.
I've been easily distracted this episode.
No.
It's been the best episode yet with the worst hero. So, mixed feelings on that.
I think it's good. Honestly, I think if we didn't have any of the flubs and the jibber jabber, it would have been a lot shorter. This is the longest
Yeah.
episode we've ever recorded.
Is it actually?
It really has. So anyone who's listening now, if you've made it to the end, give yourself a little pat on the back.
Yeah.
Well done. We appreciate
thank
you.
you.
Thanks for dealing with our shit.
We're gonna rate you
And
5
then-
stars. Thank you.
Yeah.
For making it this.
and
far.
then while you're there, give us a little 5-star rating as well.
Easy.
people that have made it to this point have already done it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People that have made it this far already know they like this show. They've already liked it. No one else has made it
You
this
better
far.
like it. You better like. If you haven't liked it, give it a little like. You got nothing to lose. Just give it a little like. You know.
Oh God, I wouldn't be found dead liking this episode. God.
I would. I love this episode.
Well, thank you.
We
Ali
haven't
and
said
Joe.
whether we're smashing or
Yeah.
passing or liking or swiping.
Oh,
Dave,
yeah.
you're trying to wrap us up. We haven't wrapped up the hero.
Dav's trying to burrow out of
And
this
Dav's
episode.
trying to end the episode, and he's trying to burrow out of the episode. Before you burrow out of the episode, Dav, let's burrow onto whether we want to match with the hero or not.
Okay.
So Dav, what are you saying? You like Nyx? You nixing or nixing?
I'm swiping left, which I thought that was liking, but no. Swipe right is like. Swipe left is dislike, and I'm disliking the hero. I'm swiping left.
I'm uninstalling the app. I'm looking at Nyx and I'm uninstalling.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't believe that this would even be recommended to me. God.
What does Gaben think I am?
Yeah.
Uninstall.
Ali?
I hate the hero. I'm fucking swiping
Yeah.
left.
Didn't
You
even
don't
say
even.
it.
I
like-
literally start the episode by saying how much I hate the hero.
I love that we don't even change our opinions. We look at the kit, we look at the lore,
We look a whole lot
We
more.
look a whole lot more. We look at how the hero,
Yep.
the heroes, the pros, our heroes, the pros, play it. No one likes this hero.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Yep.
See you next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Great burrow out
Thanks,
of
everyone.
here, Joe.
Yeah, let's all burrow.
Time to burrow out of here.
All right, then. Let's end it because I need to edit this. All right. Peace out, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. See you. Bye.
And
God,
end.
what a flub, eh? End.
Fuck.